Hello, and welcome to Syberia, the world before. Uh, as it was announced in the end of my play of Syberia 3, we will be proceeding with the world before, which, again, as far as my understanding goes, was released or created after Mr. Sakao has passed away. And yeah, we're gonna check this game out. Again, the main menu greets us with a very impressive model. Um, this isn't Kate though, is it? As far as I understand this game, we will have two kind of timelines. One where Kate is in some mines or whatnot. I assume she's in a world of trouble after what she did in the end of Siberia 3. And another timeline will be from some time before, uh, with some other character. I don't know the details. Um, Without further ado, let's start a new game. Vaghen, Musician District, Spring 1937. A young woman runs through the streets of Vaghen, the capital of small Central European country. Her name is Dana Roze, and she must arrive on time for a very important event. Dana Roze, you say? Ostertal's capital, Spring 1937. So far, that was a very nice impression. Okay.
I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street.
Square on the top of Main Street. Okay. So that's our menu. Okay, fine. That's objectives. A diary. Is it the wrong one? Let's assess it. No, that's not. 23rd May 1937, 7:30 a.m. There had to be an important event for me to begin this diary. So the big day is here. I've been chosen among all the students at the music academy to play the swan song, the hymn of Vaghen at the main square. Didn't sleep last night. Feeling terrified. Can't even bring myself to play that beautiful melody again before leaving. What does it matter anyway? My fate will be played out later today at 12:15 precise. There is always a big crowd at the square for the occasion. Um, a lot of butterflies? Okay. Couldn't eat a thing for breakfast, even though mother made her delicious chocolate and apricot, some kind of a tart cake that I usually adore. My parents won't be coming to see me. They can't leave the shop on a day like today. It's the best day of spring for something. And anyway, perhaps it is better this way. I couldn't bear being disgraced in front of them should I fail to make the grade. Okay. It feels like for retail retailers of spring for retailers. I don't know. Mr. and Mrs. Zimmer, perhaps, have arrived. They come more and more often these days. It's always for business, though. Father keeps saying to whoever will listen that there is no such thing as too much business in times like these. When the men get down to dealing in the study, Mr. Zimmer is an art dealer. Mrs. Zimmer helps mother in the shop. 11 a.m. Frau Beckman is expecting me. She's the rectoress of the academy. Better stop writing. Don't forget the notification. Kiss parents. Uh, something like that. Jump in the first tram. Now off you go, Dana. Of documents and inventory. I have hymn score and convocation notice.
My convocation notice from the Music Academy. I have to give it to Frau Beckmann once I arrive at the square.
Okay.
Big day today. Hey, Dana?
Afraid so, Herr Baumgartner.
So far the interface looks really nice. Is that some kind of a hint that I will get in some time?
Looks like everyone left in a hurry. Oh my goodness, they must all be waiting for me on the square.
I hear some music. Throughout the adventure, you will sometimes be given secondary objectives. There is no obligation for you to accomplish these objectives, but if you do, they will lead you to interesting additional content and background information. Beware that active secondary objectives will be cancelled if you progress throughout the story before accomplishing them. So stay alert and do not hesitate to get off beaten tracks.
Not bad at all. I wonder if Papa would sell it in his shop, though.
Investigate the ghetto.
I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street.
Is the ghetto somewhere here though? No, 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 no. I want you to go further there.
Goodness, a rock?
Oh no, vandals.
Are you all right?
None for the worse for wear. What worries me is it's getting worse every day.
That's what my father says.
Never mind, eh? Always look on the bright side. At least, it's prompted me to make some repairs that I've been putting off.
Do you know who did this?
I've got a good idea, yes. Good for nothing hoodlums.
I see who you mean. They only feel big and strong when they're together, though.
Right. But people like that can be dangerous when they're driven by an ideal. Especially when it's based on hate and the rejection of other cultures. And they hold no love for Vagarans, that's for sure.
I'm sorry to hear it.
Oh, never mind. We must all make do with our lot in life, huh? I'm sure I'll get by. Besides, what choice is there? Hmm? Enough talk of nastiness. I see you're carrying a music case. Would you be the lucky young lady who's to enchant our ears this year?
I am. And I should go. It's nearly time.
Well, let me congratulate you first. Music is one of the few pleasures left to us nowadays. So, thank you, Fraulein. Thank you for spreading it around. Would you like to do me the honor of writing something in the cement before you go? I'll add the date like they do in Hollywood. It's all the rage these days, you know.
Well,
Unless you're worried, it would make you late.
Nah.
all right. I will.
Here you go. Ah, lovely. The great white swan of Vaghen.
The immortal symbol of our beautiful town.
A very fine inscription indeed, and one that will no doubt be here for many years to come, whatever may become of us now.
Thank you, mein Herr. I really should go now if I don't want to be late at the Music Academy.
I'll be listening from here.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Sure you don't want to investigate more?
Is it that late already? Frau Beckmann will kill me if I don't get to the square on time.
Damn bloody Vaghen.
Okay.
The National Socialist Party of Ostertal. I think that's what Papa calls the Brown Shadow. Nothing but yobs in uniform, according to him. I'd better not hang around here.
So this is obviously a square. My question is, where is the ghetto?
I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street.
Looks like something where I could have gone. Okay, I don't see much opportunity to go anywhere else, to be honest. The only ghetto-like thing that I saw is this alleyway. But apart from the bookshop, I don't see anything else in here. Huh? Okay.
That must be her. Good grief.
I am increasingly curious where this ghetto is supposed to be. What is it that I'm supposed to investigate?
What's the point of damaging books? It's disgraceful. Same thing happened last month to the shop of Papa's friend, Herr Zimmer. At least, if my concert's a fiasco, I'll still have left my mark here for posterity.
I can't wait to hear you play.
So you're trying to say to me that this is not ghetto?
Is it that late already? Frau Beckmann will kill me if I don't get to the square on time. What's the point of damaging books? It's disgraceful. I need to hurry. Frau Beckmann said she will be waiting for me on the square at the top of the main street. The ghetto. Mama and Papa often talk about it when they think I'm not listening. They say that more and more Vagerans are being forced to live here. Anyway, I'd better not hang around or I'll end up being late at the square.
This was it, right? Yes, this was it. But, I mean, how come that this place is ghetto? The main street is less than a minute of walk away. It's not how you make a ghetto. Okay.
That must be her. Good grief.
That's quite a crowd. The social pressure is insane.
Guten Tag, Frau Beckmann.
Ah, Fraulein Rose, there you are. A few minutes more, and you would have been late.
Please excuse me, Frau Beckmann, but I was delayed on the way.
May I have your convocation notice?
Sure thing.
Thank you, Fraulein Rose. Now, remember, performing at the annual spring concert is a great honor and rewards the best Music Academy student of the year. So it is imperative that you show yourself worthy.
Yeah,
I will
surely
do
that
my
does not
best,
increase
Frau Beckmann.
pressure.
The piano is ready. Make this day yours, Dana Roze.
Are you a poet? Get the piano ready.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right, Dana. You'll not make any mistakes and they will come out of the tower.
Come on, play something then.
Oh, good grief. I'd better get started quickly. I have to activate the piano first. There's a mechanism on the side of it.
Okay, so we do have this. Please tell me that there are no rotations or other stuff.
Everything's ready. All I need to do now is arrange my sheet music and begin.
Ooh, what's that? I am not gonna lie. I feel like I was in some opera. Winter 2004, Iron Taiga. Oh, that's classics. Don't tell me, is that Kate? Oh, life was not kind to you. I mean, I'm not surprised that in this place it was not kind to you. Okay, I can consult a diary. Cool. Talk to Katyusha. Use introspection to review the situation. What's introspection? Seeking Kate Walker. Nick Cantin's report to Mrs. Olivia Foster. Dear Mrs. Foster, we have not had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Nick Cantin, a private detective. A few years back, I was asked by the law firm Marson and Lormont to find Miss Kate Walker and bring her back to the United States. As you will know, she is wanted by the police for alleged misappropriation of funds. The pursuit of your friend has been hectic today, to say the best. Indeed, I fear it has affected my mental health. I ended up being the victim of a serious accident and now find myself in the Falsenburg clinic where I am convalescing. This is where the parcel you sent to Kate Walker landed up. Your address was written on the back of the envelope. I am given to believe that Miss Walker was among your closest friends, which is why I am writing to you. I should explain that I am no longer mandated by anyone to find the young lady. However, I must admit I am still keen to carry on with my mission, my sole objective being to try to warn Miss Walker about all the trouble she keeps getting herself into and, if possible, to persuade her to come home. Use introspection to review the situation. What's introspection? Code of conduct. Cell section 3, cell number 31. Occupants Katyusha Spiridonova and Kate Walker. Section manager Simona Kalinina. The color assigned to your team must be visible on you at all times, both outside and inside your cell. Any non-compliance will be punished. The salt extraction quota must be filled every day. Any non-compliance will be punished. The extraction of ivory and/or patriotic relics must be reported to a site staff member immediately. Any non-compliance will be punished. You must respect and obey your section manager, but also the entire site staff. Any non-compliance will be punished. Meals and rest are privileges, not entitlements. Any abuse thereof will be considered as non-compliance. Any non-compliance will be punished. Each cell is granted a privilege of 5 liters of water a day. Any abuse thereof will be considered as non-compliance. Non-compliance will be punished. I like that these things actually do not appear right away, and you do need to like roll around with the mouse to understand what's going on.
God, another day of hard labor. What are you gonna do now, Kate? Jeez, can't believe it's been almost a year since the militia sent me here. Gotta get out, move on, whatever that might be.
The voice has changed so much.
No news from outside, nothing. Does anyone even know I'm here? For Christ's Christ's sake, someone must be looking for me, mustn't they? Mustn't they?
In the depth of the Siberian mines, keep your proud patience. In the depth of the Siberian mines, your sorrowful labor and great ambitions of your thoughts will not be wasted. Hope, the faithful sister of misery, will wake up your courage and amusement. In the dark underground, the desired time will come. Love and friendship will come to you through the somber gates. As my free voice reaches you in your miserable holes, heavy locks will fall down, prisons will crash, and freedom will greet you gladly at the door, and brothers will give you the sword. Alexander Pushkin. Guitar pick.
Katyusha's punk group. Would love to have seen them.
Nevertheless, I must admit that as I write this letter, I have no idea of your whereabouts, especially since my long convalescence has meant that I have lost track of recent events. I'd like to pick up my investigation as soon as possible to find your friend and hand her your letter. Yours sincerely, Nick Kenton. December 23rd, it should be 2004. Dear Mrs. Foster, I hope this letter finds you well. I am pleased to inform you that I have managed to locate the Yukon nomads. They were escorting Miss Walker the last time I met her. They told me that despite the sacrifice of Oscar, the automaton, to protect her, she was taken prisoner by a dangerous local fascist militia. After almost a year of laborious investigation, this trail has allowed me to localize Miss Walker with near certitude. She's detained in a salt mine. This mine is in reality a labor camp owned by a consortium of mobsters and neo-Nazis in search of vestiges of past grandeur of their nation. I have just arrived in the region. As I expected, the mine guards refused to hand Miss Walker over to me. They even pushed back my attempt to bribe them. A bit on the light side, though, I must admit, due to my deplorable finances. Deplorable? The guards nonetheless assured me that she was well. For some reason, they burst out laughing on mentioning her close relationship with her cellmate and the way in which the two young women protected each other. In return for the small amount of cash and I could muster up, the guards promised me they would give the parcel to Miss Walker. In the meantime, until I find a way of getting her out of this hornet's nest, I have no other choice but to believe them. Sure.
I'd better freshen up first and see how Katyusha is. I'll pick up my gear after. Better not hang around getting ready. Simona isn't the worst guard here, but best not get her back up. Sleep okay?
Like a bear.
Yeah, I heard. Better get ready, Katyusha.
I feel like I've been run over by a tank.
You okay?
Sure. Digging an assault mine 12 hours a day in the hope of finding a fragment of ivory? Couldn't be better.
Don't let it get to you.
Maybe I'm a fool, Kate. Maybe I should have listened to my folks. If I had stayed in line in the National Choir like a good little pawn instead of forming an anti-establishment punk group, I would not be here now. I'm glad I've got you, though.
Listen, Katyusha. We're going to get out of here, right?
Yeah, right. If you say so.
Today's the day we're supposed to take over from Team Orange in Gallery C, right?
Don't remind me. They say it's really tough. Isolated with no rescue party on hand. Which is crazy, because it's the worst gallery for cave-ins.
We should get going, Katyusha. I mean, what if the guard catches us slacking off when we should be ready?
Who? Simona? She's no altar girl, but she's not the worst around here.
True.
But I will be ready in time to leave. I just want to get all the rest I can.
Come on, Katyusha. Better get ready.
Sure. Okay.
5 minutes, no more. Da?
Da.
I better freshen up first and see how Katyusha is. I'll pick up my gear after.
That feels like a surprisingly dangerous thing. Like it's just a mirror over there, which means you can take a shard and shank a guard. I have a lot of liberty in this cell, to be honest.
Better not forget your good luck charm. Don't think I've ever seen you without it.
It's all I got left.
Is it the mechanical heart? It looks like, yep.
There's all Oscar's data inside. I was lucky enough to steal it from the militia soldier who picked it up at the frontier between Baranur and the Yakast. I just need to find a compatible body for it. That is, if I ever get out of here.
Glad you're here.
Let's stay close, Katyusha, okay?
Team Blue! Hey, you've got mail. It's for you, Amerikanska.
Thanks.
No stalling you here. You got 5 minutes to see what's inside. Or else a less friendly face will come to get you.
Excuse me, a boarding pass? Boarding pass where? How the hell am I what? Line Airways. Feels so silly. Plane ticket to New York. Yeah, I've been trying to find out where does it say New York anyway. Is this like LHR? Is it like LaGuardia or... Yeah, I'm not very well familiar, so... What's that thing?
It belonged to my mother. I used to play with it when I was a kid. This melody stuck with me throughout my childhood. I remember even my mother couldn't find out what it was called. Olivia Foster, New York. What could she have sent me given our dispute after my leaving with Hans? Strange.
What?
August 23rd, 2003. Dear Kate, wherever you are now, despite the sad news it contains, I hope this letter reaches you in time for you to make preparations to return to New York.
Your mother passed, right?
Your mother, Sarah Walker, passed away last night at Mount Sinai Hospital. She had been doing poorly for several months, and her death was no doubt a release. The funeral will take place Thursday, next week. We pushed back the ceremony so you can be with us. If I'm not mistaken, returning to the United States means you run the risk of having to answer to the law. Sometimes it's better to pay your debts to society instead of being forever on the run. And for once, just put aside those senseless, adventurous pretensions of yours. They've already cost you your friends and family. I beg you, Kate, please come back and say goodbye to your mother. Call me so we can organize your return in the best conditions possible. I've enclosed your mother's pendant. According to her, you used to love the mystery of its melody. I promised her I would send it to you. Call me for the sake of what's left of our friendship. Olivia, 212-359-1519.
Oof. Bridge of the
Well
Mists.
done, Dana, dear. I'm so proud of your concert on the square at the Academy of Music. We shall find a pretty frame for your diploma.
Thank you, Mother.
Once you've finished your studies at the Academy of Music next year, you'll be able to start higher education at the Paris Conservatory. Won't she, Anton?
Of course. Of course.
Then, my darling, you'll become a great concert pianist. You make us so proud, doesn't she, Anton?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
So proud.
I can't wait to see the Paris Conservatory, even though I'll miss you both terribly.
And it's perhaps not such a bad idea for you to move away from Vaghen. Times are hard at the moment for people like us. I do worry about your health still. Thankfully, Herr Gustav agreed to take you on at the mountain refuge this summer.
Oh, yes. That mountain air will do you a world of good, my dear.
By the way, did you write to Herr Gustav to thank him?
Oh, well, I was very busy rehearsing the concert, you know.
The gentleman is offering you a job, Dana. Thanking him is the very least you can do.
Yes, Mother, I'll do it right away.
Concert went like a dream. What a relief. Feeling more confident now than ever to apply to go to the Paris Conservatory. Yeah, okay. Just one more year at the Vaghen Music Academy, then my journey begins. My journey to become a concert pianist, my dream. I can help my parents pay for the tuition fees. Thanks to the summer job, I've managed to land at the mountain refuge of Silberspiegel. It was Adam Zimmer, father's friend, who put me in touch with Herr Mustar? I have no idea, sorry. The manager of the refuge who sent me a letter of employment. So my journey begins. Read the documents in the shop.
I ought to put these away before I lose them. I'm pretty sure I know this piece by heart now, anyway. The Hymn of Vaghen, my favorite concerto. Maybe I could use it to write my letter to Herr Gustav.
That would make sense.
It's stuck. Papa really ought to tidy up.
Letter from Herr Zimmer. My dear Anton, I've received the paintings. Given their quality, I can only congratulate you on getting them at such a good price. I can already tell that they will find a buyer amongst my American clientele, and we will get a return on our small investment very shortly. On a more personal note, I wanted to thank you and your lovely Lena for the message of support included with your package. The doctors seem optimistic about Miriam's recovery. They think she should be back on her feet this summer. With each passing day, I am ever more amazed that such a strong woman did me the honor of becoming my wife. However, I will not hide from you that we are both terribly downcast. Despite Miriam's medical history, that charlatan of an obstetrician has left us with serious hopes that this unexpected pregnancy would turn out well. Although it was really hard for us to take such a final decision, we decided not to run the risk of being met with further disappointment in the future. This concerns Miriam's physical health and, it must be said, the mental health of us both. I imagine that all there is left for us to do is to learn to live with the idea that we will grow old alone, Miriam and I without any children. In such circumstances, my dear friend, you will understand that every day God gives us, we wonder about the expediency of remaining here in Ostertal, while the sound of the brown shadow's boots can be heard more and more in our streets. Miriam and I would perhaps be safer on the other side of the Atlantic, where, as you know, I have the benefit of strong professional relationships and some well-placed friends in the New York art community. In any case, please know that you and Lena's support went straight to our hearts. This further proof of the unwavering loyalty that binds our two households has been the only ray of sunshine for us in this particularly somber time of our relationship. I thank you both again for this renewed expression of our honest friendship. Yours truly, Adam.
The diploma Frau Beckmann gave me after my concert on the musical square. Thank goodness she didn't mention I almost arrived late. Herr Gustav, my future employer. Thanks to this summer job, I'll be able to help Papa pay for another year of schooling at the music academy.
Fräulein Roze, I am pleased to announce that I have selected your application for the summer seasonal job at the refuge I am in charge of. Your contract will begin on Monday, 5th of July, and will end on 31st of August. We expect this to be a busy period. Our refuge will be welcoming a group of scientists who have come to train in the mountain before they leave for an expedition to the east. Your daily duties will mainly consist of serving at meal times and contributing towards maintaining the refuge. Since I read on your curriculum vitae that you are a student at the Academy of Music, I will also ask you to perform on the piano some evenings. In addition, you will be fed, housed, and laundered throughout the duration of your work. I am looking forward to your arrival and wish you an excellent end to the school year. Gustav Renner, manager of the Silbergspiegel Refuge. Oh, I was not terribly wrong with his name, was I? Yep, that's a painting. Yep, that's another painting. And that will be painting.
Dana Puppet, I'm busy right now.
I think that's a painting, guys.
Papa, could your pen be around here somewhere?
Could be, I suppose.
Voralberg automatons. These machines are incredible.
Are you the happy owner of a Voralberg automaton? Remember that they are guaranteed for life. For any request for a replacement, repair, or refund, please write to us at the address indicated on your warranty card. Who are we? Located in Valladolid in the French Alps, Vorarlberg manufacturing are at the cutting edge when it comes to precision mechanics. Our state-of-the-art automatons are renowned throughout Europe and embody both the quality of our work and the respect we show our customers. We think all of our creations must have that extra little something that will make them unique, a genuine extra bit of soul. Vaghen and us. Although we, Vorarlberg Manufacturing, pride ourselves on having a close relationship with all our customers, we maintain an even stronger relationship with Vaghen and its people. Why are we so close? During one of his travels, our visionary chief engineer Hans Vorarlberg discovered a wagon that had been devastated by a notoriously terrible fire. Mr. Vorarlberg was moved by the situation, so he made our factories part of the effort to rebuild and mechanize the city, restoring its eternal beauty while propelling it into modernity thanks to the latest automatons from our workshops.
These were all very interesting readings, but I should get back to writing the letter now, or Mama will get cross. Papa is so untidy.
That phrase should not be taken out of context.
Papa's pen. Perfect.
You know that if you are writing a responsible letter, first you gotta write it in pencil probably, and then write it on top with a usual pen. That way you minimize the probability of you making a mistake.
Papa is so untidy. I ought to write that letter before I go up to my room.
Dana, darling, I hope you're not seriously thinking of writing a letter to your future employer with that old pencil.
Okay. Yes, Mama. I mean, ships. I don't know. I don't really know the essence of their relationship, but it is an employer, so come on.
Herr Renner, I would like to thank you
Piss off
for...
out of here, you filthy Vaghen!
Don't, Dana, it's too dangerous.
Oh my! What in the name of... Dana, darling, no, give it to me, please. Oh my goodness.
What does it say, Father?
It's nothing, Dana. Nothing but spite.
Will they ever leave us in peace?
Come on, Lena, my dear. Hey, come on. Look at me. Don't let it get you down. Huh? Or we'll both end up in Paris with Dana.
Piss off out of here, you filthy Vagerans. Horrible!
Human nature. It's so easy to hate things that are different.
Kate! Come on. We need to get to work now.
She's right, you know. Don't forget that you're in a labor camp.
That's it. I'll get started working now. You push the cart closer and come dig next to me, okay? I'm very sorry, love. But we'll have all night long to cry.
Just a quick word to let you know that I went back to the mine today to try to buy Miss Walker's freedom with the money you raised with your husband. Unfortunately, though, they refused again. It seems the militia prefer to punish Miss Walker for standing up for the Yukon nomads than to receive any money. As if that isn't bad enough, another bribe enabled me to get confirmation of what you and I feared most. Miss Walker apparently broke down on learning about the death of her mother last year. The fact she missed the burial service really cut her up. Even her cellmate can do nothing to bring her out of a deep depression. I fear she will die of grief if we don't quickly find a way of getting her out of that unearthly place. And all of a sudden, Kantin is a fine guy.
An ivory fragment. The guards grant benefits to anyone who finds any. But I couldn't give a damn now.
I know. It's hard for you, Kate. I'm so sorry.
What the hell?
All dented. A fitting metaphor for all of us in here. stuck.
Kate, come! I need a hand over here.
Okay, I cannot go far.
Brakes are on. What a surprise.
So you can be with us. Ever on the run. You weren't there. No one to hold her hand.
August 23rd, 2003.
You missed it. You didn't say goodbye.
She's getting eaten by guilt. No wonder though. But it's not entirely her fault.
She died alone. She asked for you.
You didn't say goodbye.
She was scared. You broke her heart. You deserted her. She died asking for
Kate, watch out!
Sorry, I didn't see.
Hey, look! Come on, let's go and see.
Is that a train
Could
car?
be our ticket out of here. Let's check it out.
Oh, things are getting interesting.
Oh my god.
I am wondering though if I have been saved right here. Well, 11 seconds, so I assume yes, the game has been saved. So, I think for the first episode, for an opening episode, it was a very good one. Let me see. I should be able to do like this. Yes. And for myself, yes. So, it was a very nice opening episode. I appreciate the graphics. I do not have any dissonance between what I see in the main menu and the in-game characters and models, and I appreciate that very much. My crime with the Syberia 3 was that the game opens up with an amazing menu, with an amazing music and the model in the menu, but as soon as you launch the game, it feels janky. There is no such thing around here, and well, thank you so much. I feel that there is more sense to Kate's action now, because I assume she will want to escape because she realizes that she missed the mother's funeral and the guilt kills her. So it's a pretty clear idea in my head. Unlike when she finished the journey with Hans, she still decided to help the Yukos, and I had troubles understanding why. Maybe I still don't. She just decided to follow them and to help them, and in retrospect, it ended up with her in the mine. Not cool. I'm curious how the story of Dana will develop, because so far it's a story of a person living in not so nice times. Let's try to put it politely. I am yet to see what might be the connection between Dana's story and Kate's story. I hope that there is some sort of connection. But so far, even like if my geographical understanding is correctly, then then they're even happening into different parts of the world. So how can they be related? That's a mystery that we hopefully will address somewhere in the next episode. For now, however, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that is the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.